Welcome back, Sentinels. Welcome back. Another episode of Black Father Sentinel, where we are changing the narrative of how fathers are depicted as well as discussed in today's society. We are back with another video for you all, but before we jump into it, we know what we have to do, y'all, so just get to it. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And be sure to leave a comment in the comment section at the end of the video, all right? And then last but not least, this message is important. The narrative is important. It needs to change. We all know that. So in order for us to continue to push this narrative out there, make sure we hit that share button. All right? Y'all know I appreciate y'all. Okay, here we go. Let's jump right into this video. This one I have entitled Parenting Styles. Let's talk about it, fellas. What is your parenting style? Are you more of a disciplinary? Are you more of a laid-back person? Are you more of a do what I say right away type person? I'm gonna be honest with you. Mine, like, since I've had children, has always been like what I've known to do, and that's like that of more so like a drill sergeant. I can't say it any other way. I'll be honest with you. A straight drill sergeant. So what I mean by that is like do what I tell you when I tell you to do it. But here's the thing. It dawned on me the other day. Y'all know I'm going through this juice fast, so it's just like, man, I've just been thinking, I've been evolving, I've been just being the best version of me that I could possibly be. I'm like, do I need to switch it up? How do I become a better person? Not only a better person, but a better father as well, or a better parent is what I was trying to say. So how do I switch it up? You know, as we get older, we begin to change, right? Especially in fatherhood, we begin to be a little bit softer. I looked at my older children and I talked to them. They like, Dad, you way more lenient on our younger brothers and sisters than you were on us. I'm like, son, daughter, times just changed. Dad, you buy them way more things than you bought us at that time when we were younger. Son, daughter, times have changed. So I get it. Quite naturally, I'm going to evolve, right? But what type of father am I going to evolve into? All right. So here's the thing. So my style is this. It's simple. It's like disciplinary style or drill sergeant style. When I say something, I expect you to do it like right away. But what I'm noticing nowadays is that my kids don't listen that well. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they listen that well. So it dawned on me, like when I ask them to do something, it literally takes me like 3 or 4 times before they even begin to move towards what I'm asking them to do. Now, I know when I was growing up, that would have never been the case with my granddaddy. If you didn't do that thing one time, like it was a hands-on project after that. So it kind of like, it bothers me to the point, but I'm trying to be patient. I'm working on my patience, right? I'm working on not being so, I guess, I don't want to say use the word vocal. What's the word that I'm looking for? Being so aggressive in my tone when I'm talking to my children, right? So I'm trying to be patient. So I'll ask them over and over because that's me in my mind working on my patience, okay? But these kids be trying me. They definitely be trying me. Because after three times, I think that's entirely too much. At this point, it's disrespectful, right? That's totally disrespectful. I want y'all to think about this. I want you to think about you asking your son or daughter something, and you have to ask them 3 times before they even move. Not that they are about to do it on the 3rd time, before they even move to act like they're about to do it or get into the process of doing it. That's not disrespectful to y'all? Because that's totally disrespectful to me. I'm going to be honest with you, right? And then how does that look in public? How does that look in public? Me having to tell my children like 3, 4 times to do something, right? Like it makes us all look bad. What did Kevin Hart say? It makes us all look bad as a unit. Like I got to tell you something 3 or 4 times. It just looked like you don't have any home training. So I'm not with that at all. I do not like that. And again, I'm working on my patience. I'm doing dramatically better, right? I'm not really doing all of the whooping and stuff like that. We could do little timeouts and things of that nature, or take away games, right? Or take away extracurricular activities or after school activities. We can do things like that, right? So I'm laying off the physical aspect of it. But man, when I ask you to do something, I need you to do it. So check this out. We in the store the other day. We just shopping. We just buying some clothes, school clothes or whatnot. My kids are up in there. I ain't gonna lie to you. They acting a damn fool. Like they just going like above and beyond. And I think it's like kids have something about them that they know when you're working on a specific aspect of your life. Like me, I'm working on my patience, but they trying me to the limit, right? So if this is a test, listen, I'm gonna pass it, but it ain't easy. I tell you that right now. And so they in the store. I forget what store we at, but they throwing footballs. Both of my boys just throwing footballs in there. They going deep. I'm talking about 50-yard passes, y'all. They going deep. Boom. Hitting the 50-yard passes, acting like the shelves are defenders, so they falling all against those things. They tackling the mannequin. I'm just talking about acting the fool. So I had to put the basket to the side because I'm over there picking out clothes for them. I don't really like for them to be around when I'm picking out clothes for them, unless I need them to come closer so I can see if it fits or not. But outside of that, I don't like them by me, right? They just do too much talking. They too indecisive. I'm just not with it. So anyway, I pull them to the side like, yo, get over here right now. Y'all need to take it easy, man. What are y'all doing in this store? Like, this is not a football field. Like, act like you got some sense, all right? Get yourself together and go put the football up, all right? Boom. So I'm done with that. I go back to shopping within literally 5 minutes. I'm like, what is going on? Right? So I looked over there. They done, listen, I don't know what happened, but it was a complete mess over there. I was so embarrassed. I had to get it together. But I pulled them over there and I just made them sit down at that point, right? I realized that this was a test. I'm like, Lord, you're testing me right now. And I know you are. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one though, but you know I wanna fail this one so bad. Because I believe that moment, it should have been like a straight hands-on project, like literally, because I just told you to stop, okay? So again, like what's your parenting style? Like how would you reacted in these type of situations? Another thing with my children, this is just specifically mine, fathers, you can tell me about yours as well, but the always having to say something back when I talk to you. Now, listen, if it's a conversation, let's have a conversation, but it's not a conversation. It's me telling you to do something. Now, I know this might be old school. Now that I'm thinking about it in my head and I hear it out loud, this might be old school. You remember when we were growing up, fellas, y'all all remember this. When you were talked to, you just be quiet and you did what you were told to do. That's it. Not nowadays. Mm-mm. These kids are so boisterous, like they're gonna let you know their opinion, how they feel about it, if they want to do it or not. What's a better alternative for you? The whole nine. I'm like, man, yo, this is getting rather weird. So I'm not sure if we can chalk that up to what we're allowing them to watch on TV. Is it the radio? Because I don't know. Is the music telling them to talk back to their parents and run from the police? I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't make sense in my life. So that's the thing with my daughter. My sons, they do it too, but they're doing the mumbling under their breath. But with my daughter, you know, I'm talking to her, boom, boom, boom. I may give her like a stern directive. Listen, I need you to go over there, boom, 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 or go over there and do this. I always got to do stuff like that. What? What did you say? Like I really want to flip out, but when I think about it, it's an honest question. She wants to know why she has to do a certain thing. And I get it. When we grew up, it was just because I told you to. Now, I never liked that because it never made sense in my mind, right? And so I try to explain. And even when I'm explaining, fellas, I feel like I'm doing too much. And I know I need to grow up because it may just be the better approach. And that's the kids that we have nowadays. That's the society that our children live in. They always want to know why. They always want to know what's going on. So I understand that. So it's okay, I guess, for me to elaborate. But when I was growing up, you just never posed that question. Why? Because I told you so. And because you asked me why, all upside your head now, right? But I know times have changed. We are evolving. We are being better fathers. I get it. But that totally it just rubs me the wrong way sometimes. Like, man, and she always wants to know that. And it's not even that she wants to know, it's the way that she says it. Because as I'm in that elevated state, she then hits me with that. I just think that's the wrong time for her to interject right there. Some things could possibly go wrong. I just don't understand it. But listen, I'm curious to see you all's parenting style. It's just a couple things like, I don't know. I'm a disciplinary. I want them to react right away. As soon as I tell them to do it, go get it done. That's just how I was raised. I may need to loosen up. I don't know. Y'all tell me if I need to loosen up. I just don't want my kids to be too loose. You know, I want to make sure I do all the checking in the house so they don't have to go out in society to get checked. You know what I mean? Like a police officer don't have to put them down. I already put them down multiple times, so they know how to respect the adults. They know how to respect their elders, right? So we understand that. My boys know how to hold doors for young ladies. or women that's coming in the door, you know, after them or whatever the case may be. So I just want them to have a certain type of respect, a certain type of class about themselves. So that's why I go the disciplinary or the drill sergeant approach as it relates to my parenting style. But what is you all parenting style out there? Are y'all just laid back nowadays? Can the kids do whatever they want to do? Can they watch whatever they want? Are we censoring anything on TV? Are we censoring anything on the radio? Right? And keep in mind, my children are 6, 9, and 11. Okay? So 6, 10, and 11. 6, 10, and 11. Right? So that's just what it is. So I need to understand, what is you all's parenting style? Let me know what's going on. Do I need to lighten up? Because this drill sergeant is working for me, but I'm starting to evolve. I'm starting to get older. And I don't want it to be just because I'm getting older, I'm getting softer on my children. I still want them to have this certain type of respect about themselves. That's just the nature of the game with me. Like you have to conduct yourself in a certain type of fashion. I want my children to always be assets in their community and society as opposed to liabilities. That's just what I stand for, right? I teach them all the time, if you're going to go for something, make sure you're going all out. If you ain't willing to die for it, leave it alone. A lot of this stuff don't even make sense to even respond to. So fellas, let me know. Ladies, you can chime in too. What is your disciplinary style? Like, what is your parenting style? Like, how do you get down? Like, what's your approach? Let me know. Do I need? Because I'm curious. I'm looking for suggestions. All right, maybe I'm gonna lean towards this way because this looks like a good idea. It looks like it's effective for the children. Or should I just stay this drill sergeant? Otherwise, I'm just gonna stay like this. So let me know. What is your parenting style? All right. Holler back on that the chat down there at the bottom. Let's have some civil discourse with each other and let's figure this thing out. All right. Fathers, continue to do what you do best, and that is being great fathers. Black Father Syndrome.